Right, we're in the northern waters, we're in the Lexington. We're going to try to get some more experience with this Tier 7 aircraft carrier. And it turns out that this battle is going to be a demonstration of how not to play aircraft carriers within the game. I basically do everything wrong that you can do throughout the battle, and I end up getting destroyed by a very competent destroyer commander. Alright, so I'm looking around, but you can see I don't even attempt to go to autopilot. That's, error number one. I probably should move over to the island over toward the edge near A over there, but I don't. I just take off in my torpedo bombers. And I don't know, I guess I'm thinking since I don't see anybody, I'll go ahead and move the aircraft carrier if I start seeing the enemy ship show up. Turns out not to be a good plan. After this battle, I started moving the aircraft carrier from its default position at the beginning of every match, just so it's not, where it spawns. So I see a couple battleships out here. I'm going to try to take a run on the Richelieu. The AA fire in this game is going to be kind of devastating. Very few of my planes end up surviving. See, many got destroyed right there. And here I am, 2 kilometers away. Right about now I should let go. And there the torpedoes are on their way, but it looks like they're too slow, and the Richelieu is going to be out of harm's way. I'm going to take off again. You can see there's a lot of battleships out there, so there are a lot of targets of opportunity, and none of them are near me, but that still is no excuse for not moving. And you can see that there really isn't any friendly ships kind of protecting me. I guess there's a battleship right there kind of in front of me, but in general they all leave me, and you're basically on your own if you're in an aircraft carrier. So I'm going to take a run at this Bismarck. You can see I started at 4.6 kilometers. In a tier 5 or tier 3 you start at 5 normally, and you can see I'm staying in this dive for a pretty long time, and around 1.6 is when I want to release. And at 1.8 kilometers away, it pulls up out of the dive, and you have a much shorter length of time that you're in the dives in the tier 7 than you are in the tier 5 or tier 3. So here I'm thinking about taking a run on the aircraft carrier, and I'm just getting obliterated by the AA fire. So it's very devastating. And you can see right now on the mini-map, most of my ships on my team have deserted me, so I am on my own, and I'm still, not smart enough to move out of the default location, and this is going to be a problem here in a couple minutes. But for now, I'm kind of thinking I'm in a good position. I don't really have any worries at this point. Just going to come back over here by these battleships and the aircraft carrier that I saw. You can see the mini-map is clear near me, so at this point I am doing okay. But you can see that destroyer over by C is kind of heading toward me, and that I think is going to be the problem. And if you look close at the destroyer that ends up engaging my ship, you're going to see that it is a community contributor, and it's no doubt why I got my ship blown out from under me. We're coming up on this Yamato here. You can see the sky is moving backwards. This particular day, quite a few of the ships were going backwards. I I don't know if it was a thing or not, but a lot of the ships were going backwards, and that guy certainly was, but I have bigger problems because all my aircraft are getting wiped out by either AA or enemy fighter planes. But I'm going to try this guy, and nope, not able to make it because I get wiped out. I'm taking off with some more HE bombers, and I'm going to go back. You can see this destroyer over here is kind of getting close, and I do adjust my location on the mini-map now, but I think it's too little too late. That's the community contributor that is going to have my number. And I'm still focused on going and trying to get some more damage on these battleships rather than deal with that destroyer. I kind of know that it's kind of dicey to hit a destroyer with either the torpedoes or the bombs, and I'm just gonna let that go for a while. And you know, I'm kind of in a bad situation regardless of what I do, so I've already made a commitment here on this battleship. I'll deal with the destroyer when I get back to the aircraft carrier, if my aircraft carrier is still there. And it's a real good lineup, and you can see I finally get 2 hits, 4,000 damage, and you know, we're quite a ways into the battle and only 4,000 damage. That's not really all that much. And so now I'm going to come back over here and take a look at this destroyer, and his player name is going to pop up, and you'll see who it is if you have a sharp eye. And then I know I'm in big trouble. I'm not really going to be around that much longer because this guy is really good. It's Hipper. You can check out his YouTube channel. It's well worth it. I'm a subscriber. Get a lot of tips from him, and he certainly gave me a lesson here on this match. So I'm going to come around and try to do the best I can and hit him with a bomb. I have hit destroyers with bombs and destroyed them in the test, but not since they've been released in the real game. Didn't get a hit there, but you can see my secondaries are starting to rack up some hits. I'm moving my aircraft carrier again, and you can see that you know, I've got 19 secondary hits, and I'm up to 11,000 damage, so I am putting kind of a little bit of a hurting on the destroyer, but it's not enough. So I'm going to have to look and see if the Lexington has some options to make the secondaries more lethal. But here you can see all those torpedoes are going at my Lexington, and he wipes me out, and I do get an incapacitation. I guess it was sort of a hit. Not much of a hit, but yeah, all in all, it's definitely a lesson learned for me. And I'm going to come back around and try to get him again. And this is looking pretty good, but he is moving really fast. So he completely evades those bombs. The match is over. We lose. I salute Hipper. He did a great job, and you can see the same battle from Hipper's point of view by doing a YouTube search for World of Warships Legends Carrier Hunter, and it will be one of the first few selections. And it is a very interesting video because, well, I found it quite interesting to see what his perspective of the battle was. This is the Jaguar. I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.